Oh, hello there. Welcome back to the Shaun Taylor Show, which I haven't done in a while. And this episode is called Your Cells Are Spheres of Awareness. And my talks, a lot of them are meditations and go into meditations because that's basically what I'm always in. So when I'm talking, it turns into a meditation. So that's the way I am with myself. And it all began with an unexpected spiritual awakening. And why is this important about your cells being different spheres of awareness? Well, it's important because your egoic spheres of awareness are responsible for ill health, because it's scientifically proven now that that's what cells are. They're just spheres of awareness, and they're constantly changing because you're constantly changing. And when you meditate, or even when you're just in the present moment, you'll start to be aware of the sensations of in your body, which are just different spheres of awareness. And that, in essence, that's what reality is. You're a person, you're like one sphere of awareness, and God is the oneness of us all. And you're experiencing that in a body. You know, you're the God in your body. And to have a harmonious life and body and everything else, you have to have harmony with your cells, your different spheres of awareness, which when you're present, you start to feel the different tingles and the sensory awareness, it's called. And the sensory awareness is just different spheres of consciousness within your being that make up your being. So a person is like a multiverse all in themselves as one person. We interact with different things and people every day, and these things affect us like parallel reality is affecting a planet. So the way to harmony within that is harmony all over the planet, harmony all over the body, harmony all over your being. And so this really is the cure. And as you do this, you know, as you're realizing this, you're focusing on your body. When, you know, just let your breathing go as well. Don't try and force that feeling you get when you feel you need to take a deep breath. You know, just let that go. That feeling of needing you need to do something is all you need to do is let go and be present in that moment. And this heals the different spheres of awareness, because the spheres of awareness that are a problem are the egoic spheres of awareness. And each turn you make or point of awareness, each idea that you think that's right and that's wrong, that's egoic. And this is the thing that causes the problem. But it's all about making harmony with that in the present moment. And these different egoic things get healed when you do this. And like doctors say that your cells are constantly changing, that's because your awareness is always changing. In the HeartMath Institute in America, they have scientifically proven that you can heal your entire body by changing your thoughts and feelings, because that's what you are. You're made up of that. Serotonin and all that, it's all just awareness. That's all we are, really, and they give names to it, to different things. And the ego gets involved because of programming that we have, and then we get an idea that this is the way it should be, and that causes another problem. When you just be as awareness with all, then the problems diminish. Your breathing becomes much calmer, much more harmonious. And your breathing, like breathing problems, asthma and breathing issues, it all comes from the consciousness of the person. So when you just be, you become, as Eckhart Tolle says, the light of consciousness, which is just presence. And as you're present, like Alan Watts once said, lose your mind and get back to your senses. Your sensory awareness, very important. See, as I said at the start of this talk, and as I say at the start of pretty much a lot of my talks become very meditative because this is how I intercommunicate with myself. It all began for me with an unexpected spiritual awakening. One thing led to another, and this path of wellness from the awakening. I started to be more aware of my body. You're becoming more in tune with your body, very in tune with your sensory awareness is basically, like I said, your cells are just different perceptions almost. It's like different people living in your body. And those different people, some might say it's past lives, but it's not actually past, because even science or logic suggests that everything has to come from nothing. So you can't have a past or a future. Near-death experiencers say that when they died, that there was no distance or time or distance or anything, So that's an example of what I'm talking about. There is just awareness, right? And when you are in the presence, that is when the light, like Eckhart Tolle says, the light of love, the light of consciousness starts taking over you. That is all a spiritual awakening is. And this is how, so this talk is really about that. It's really about tuning in to your sensory perceptions, your sensory awareness, your cells, and healing them. Or as they change, they will evolve and heal by themselves as your awareness changes, because you're just awareness. And when you start being aware of your sensory awareness in the present moment, you realize they're changing, and that's the power of presence. And anything that's egoic in this moment, in this present moment, like ideas of what people might think of you, just let it go. And as you're letting it go, you'll feel your sensory awareness even more. This is because the blockage of the ego blocks your sensory awareness. When you're open to your sensory awareness, this is where you're healing your cells. Your body responds to your awareness. This is scientifically proven now at the HeartMath Institute, which is science. So the answer is, like Alan Watts says, lose your mind and come back to your senses. And I'm just going to leave it there. This is a very short Shaun Taylor show, but I feel I've said enough and want to leave you with that. For latest updates and talks and news, and I write songs and play songs. My latest one is Bridge Over Troubled Water, which is on YouTube and SoundCloud as well. But for pretty much everything, my website is www.lovelightfamily.com. Thank you.